What do Japanese monks, wellness influencers, and baristas green stained milk frother have in common? Matcha. You've seen it, you've maybe tasted it, you've definitely wondered why it smells like grass and makes your cake look radioactive, radioactive. But behind the trendy hue is a deep, spiritual, and yes, slightly caffeinated history. Matcha isn't just a drink, it's a ritual, a science experiment, a status symbol, a meme, a mystery. Today, we dive into the weird and wonderful world of matcha. From samurai calm to Starbucks chaos, with stops along the way for ancient beliefs, scientific breakdowns, and a few hot takes on the bright green beast in your cup. So grab your chasin, that's the fancy bamboo whisk, and let's get frothy.
Isn't it always about food with you?
She's always on about food.
Let's be clear, matcha is not just green tea ground up. Matcha comes from tencha, a shade-grown variety of Camellia sinensis. The shading part? Crucial. For about 3 to 4 weeks before harvest, the tea bushes are literally covered with bamboo mats or black netting. This starves the plant of sunlight, forcing it to crank up chlorophyll production. The result, you ask? That striking green and a boost in amino acids, especially L-theanine, the chill-out chemical. And here's where the science and the legend meets. Samurai warriors used to drink matcha before battle, not just for energy, but for focused calm. It's the ancient version of Zen mode activated. Caffeine plus L-theanine, alert serenity. It doesn't spike you like coffee, it elevates you. Matcha is also loaded with catechins like EGCG, which in lab studies on mice mostly, have shown antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and possibly anti-cancer effects. That doesn't mean matcha is medicine, but it is a delicious way to pretend you're doing something healthy while eating a third matcha brownie. In Japan, matcha is sacred. The chanao, or Japanese tea ceremony, is not just about slapping together a latte with oat milk and moving on with your life. It's an act of intention, mindfulness, and frankly, upper body strength. Every movement, from scooping the tea with a chashaku to whisking it with a chasin, has been studied and stylized for centuries. The idea is to be fully present. The froth matters, the posture matters, the vibe definitely matters. It originated with Zen monks and was further developed by tea masters like Sen-no Rikyu, who turned simplicity into aesthetic principle. Think minimalism, but with more boiling water and fewer Instagram reels. And the tea itself, ceremonial grade matcha is the best. Silky, almost sweet, with zero bitterness if prepared correctly. It's served with wagashi, seasonal sweets, that balance the tea's vegetal taste and make the whole moment feel like edible poetry. In Japanese culture, tea has long been more than hydration. It's been medicine, ritual, and even protection. Some old superstitions held that placing a bowl of leftover tea under the moon could absorb its healing energy. Tea shops in Kyoto used to bury tea leaves at shrines to bless the harvest. There are even legends of ghosts appearing in swirls of tea if your mind wasn't pure. Talk about incentive for mindfulness. Even today, temples like Uji's Byodo-in are visited not just for prayer, but to give thanks for the year's tea harvest. For real. If matcha is the ceremonial eldest child in the green tea dynasty, then its cousins, both local and global, deserve a seat at the table too. In Japan alone, you'll meet hojicha, which is a roasted green tea, low in caffeine, high in comfort. It's what you sip in your pajamas while you existentially scroll Netflix. Genmeicha, the people's tea, green tea mixed with roasted brown rice. Nutty, toasty, and historically affordable. Today, it's deluxe, rustic chic. Gyokuru, matcha's swanky sibling. Also shade-grown, steeped, not whisked, and full of that prized umami. It's what you sip slowly and whisper about. Kukicha is twig tea, made from stems and twigs, but somehow still elegant. A great reminder that even leftovers can be stars with the right lighting. But beyond Japan, matcha's green spirit shows up across cultures, maybe not whisked, but certainly revered. In Korea, there's nokcha, green tea often used in ceremonies, desserts, and skincare alike. You'll even find powdered nokcha in latte form, paralleling matcha's own creamy conquest. In China, there's longjing, also known as dragon well, a flat-leaf green tea that's pan-roasted and iconic. Not powdered, but shares that smooth, almost savory character. In Morocco, you've got Maghrebi mint tea, a strong green tea base, usually gunpowder green, poured with dramatic flair from a height into glass with fresh mint and sugar. It's ceremonial, theatrical, and caffeinated, just like matcha, only cooler under pressure. In Tibet, they go bold with butter tea, pocha, brick tea churned with yak butter and salt. Not quite matcha, obviously, but a prime example of how tea becomes sustenance, identity, and ritual. And let's not forget South America's yerba mate, a powdered green infusion traditionally sipped from a gourd with a bombilla straw. High in caffeine, shared communally, and definitely an acquired taste. Sound familiar? Even India has its powdered moment with matcha-style moringa lattes gaining traction. Moringa is technically not tea, but hey, it's green, it's ground, and it's Instagrammable. So, how did this powdered ritual sneak into every millennial cafe? 2 words: wellness, culture. Matcha's antioxidant claims, calming energy, and camera-friendly color made it perfect for the age of Instagram and anxiety. But let's be honest, it's often misunderstood. Not all matcha is created equal. Culinary grade is great for baking, but bitter for sipping. A good ceremonial matcha should be vibrant and almost sweet and never cost £2.50 in a cardboard cup. Still, matcha made its way into everything. Ice cream, croissants, protein bar, bubble tea, salad dressing. And hear me out, somewhere, maybe someone, is definitely making matcha hummus. Matcha adds earthy, grassy, and sometimes seaweedish notes to both sweet and savory dishes. In Japan, it's used in matcha soba noodles, matcha mochi, matcha tempura salt. Globally, it's taken off in cheesecake, tiramisu, pancakes, donuts, and now even skincare. Matcha face masks are real because why not wear your antioxidants? But a tip from a friend, measure carefully. A little matcha goes a long way. Overdo it and your dessert will taste like a spinach lawnmower. Matcha isn't for everyone. It's grassy, it's bitter, it's high maintenance, and honestly, it's not even for me. But from what I've heard, if you give it just some time and give it respect, it might just become your new ritual. A small daily ceremony in the chaos. A hot green moment of calm in your inbox-filled life. And hey, even if you don't buy into the superfoods, at least you look fabulous drinking it. So whether you're a ceremonial devotee or a frappuccino flat, I hope today's episode gave you a little more to sip on. If you liked it, I'd much appreciate it if you hit that follow button and share it with your tea-obsessed friend, or leave a review to keep this podcast steeping strong. And if you do that, I'll see you in the next episode.